Hey guys, I promised this last week. This is my video on new drugstore brushes. There's some pretty cool ones out right now, and I picked up a bunch of them, and I actually like pretty much all of them. I'll show you what I've got here. I've got two from Elf, dropping them. One from Real Techniques. I've got their contouring brush. I've got 3 from Up and Up, which is the Target store brand. These 2 actually come in a set. And I've got 3 from EcoTools. So I am going to go through these one by one. I'm going to try to keep this video short. You know me, I can ramble on. So I'll try to keep it short. Let's start with this buffing brush from Elf. I love this. This is so nice. Oh, it looks like it's shedding a tiny bit. I hadn't noticed that. It's not coming off on my face. I want to show you first how similar it is to, let's see, there we go, the Sephora Multitasker Complexion buffing brush. Very, very close in size and shape, and also in density. I would say that the Elf brush is just a tiny bit fluffier, and the Sephora one is a tiny bit denser, but very, very close. And this one was $6, and this one was like 25 or 30, maybe 20. I like them both very much. They're both very nice for applying foundation. I'm gonna say, taking the price into consideration, I think that the Elf brush is a little better. I put my foundation on today with it. I actually used the Elf foundation, which I will talk about in another video. But it did a great job. Very soft, medium to full application. I think that Elf can really shine in the brush department, and this is no exception. Definitely one to check out. Love. Probably one of the highlights of all of these. All right, let's do the Elf. Let's do the contour. Where's my brain today? The contouring brush is next. So the Real Techniques one here is much fluffier, much softer. It's the, what is this called? I can't remember. I'm not a brush expert. It's pinched in so that you get kind of an elongated head, and it is slanted. I like this, but I have to say that it is not very different from their foundation buffing brush, the Expert Face Brush. The only real difference is the you know, it's not slanted, but as far as like density, fluffiness, they're very, very similar. And because they both have sort of a pinched head, you can really get the same application with them. I think that it's probably not, if you have this one, if you have the see, my brain gone. Expert Face Brush, you probably don't need to invest in the sculpting brush. Whoa, dropped it, but I caught it. So I can't remember words, but my hand-eye coordination is on it. Yeah, you probably don't need to get this one. It's not bad. I used it today. And actually, it looks like I could probably do a little bit more blending even. It's okay, but you can probably make do with this one if you have it. And then the Elf one, this one is a little denser. It's much more bluntly cut head. This gives a much more defined application of powder. I actually like this one. You put it on, see if I can see, everything is backwards in my viewfinder, and that's very disconcerting. Anyway, you kind of tap the product on, and then if you flick upwards, so tap and flick, kind of gives a cool one motion application, because that's what I do, is I apply it pretty densely under the cheekbone, and then I blend it upwards softly. And you can do that with this. Press, flick, press, flick. Yeah, I like that one, and it's $6. And if you order today, you can get it 40% off. So this is probably not a brush you're going to use for anything else, whereas the Real Techniques one could totally double as a foundation brush. But hey, it's $6, and if you get it at a discount, why not? Why not? It's actually really good for down the nose, whereas the Real Techniques one is a little more, I don't know, not as good. Okay, let's move on to the Up and Ups. Again, another foundation buffing brush. I like this one better than almost any of these brushes. I know I said that about the e.l.f. one. These really are tied. This is so great. Emily Noel did a review of this brush and she just loved it. And I can see why. This is a little bit more dense and the bristles are shorter, so you're gonna get a fuller application with this. And it's not very expensive and is very, very well made. Very good quality for the price. I can't remember the exact price of this one, but it's definitely not unreasonable. So check this one out if you're in Target. I think almost all of these you could get at Target, maybe not the Real Techniques one. But yeah, this one is definitely worth noting, worth trying, especially if you're a brush aficionado like I am. And then these two come as a set. They are a concealer buffing set. I really, really like the rounded head one, and in fact I like this so much that I think it's worth paying the price of both of them together. I have never used this one, so I can't give it any kind of a review. I haven't used it. It's got a slanted flat head, and I don't know what to do with that. I mean, I may play around with this and try to figure something out. Like maybe it would work really well for contouring the nose. But I love the rounded head one. It goes right in that little hollow of the inner eye and then sweeps down. And it's soft, but it's dense, and it just blends out really nicely. And like I said, this is worth paying for both to get this one. So yeah, this one is fantastic. I reach for this one almost every day. Get this one. And then finally there's the, not Real Techniques, the EcoTools brushes. I have very mixed feelings on these. I really like this one. They say this, they call it like the matte complexion brush, and they suggest using it for CC and BB creams. I really didn't like it for that purpose. It kind of gave what I felt like was a streaky, uneven finish. It's dual fibers, so there's dense fibers. You can kind of see where the dense fibers end and the more fluffy fibers begin. Yeah, this one just didn't work out for me as BB and CC cream, but then I tried it with powders, and specifically highlighting powders. And for that, I love it. I love it just for applying powders here on the cheekbones. And it gives such a beautiful application of highlighters, light and soft and diffuse. And so yeah, that's what I've been using this one for specifically and exclusively, and I'm really happy with it for that purpose. And then these two are supposed to be concealer brushes. This one is marketed as mimicking the shape of your finger, and it's very dense, very stiff. I tried it. It was too big. Didn't work for me. I didn't feel like it blended anywhere near as well as a finger. And I haven't found another use for this one, so I'm very meh on this one. I don't see the point. As far as concealer, did not work for me, like I said. And I haven't figured anything out yet, so I would say don't waste your money on this one. Unless somebody else has an idea for a use for it, or if it has worked for concealer for someone else, let me know. This one I did like for concealer, the littler one. Again, this is duo fiber where it's denser here and then fluffier on the top. I felt like this was great for blemishes, not so great for under eye, but really good for blemishes because you can kind of put it on the blemish. I actually have one here right now. You put it on the blemish and then just kind of swirl it around a little, and that will cause the dense inner fibers to lay down pigment, and then the soft outer fibers to blend it out. And I felt like it's fantastic for that purpose. Again, not so good for under eye, but great for blemishes. You don't even move it, you just kind of move it around in a circle, and it blends everything out nicely, but keeps the pigment on the blemish. Yeah, that worked really well, and I've never had another brush like this that I felt served that purpose. So this is one that you know, if you regularly have blemishes to hide, check this one out. So that's it. Those are all the brushes that I bought. Looks like I talked for over 10 minutes. Thank you for watching. Check out my Facebook page, my blog that should be going up well, it's already up, but my first blog post should be going up this week. And give me a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.